All right, so basically, we've had this history where supposedly women weren't allowed to join in the army or everything since this country was founded. But actually, history shows that during the attack in Fort Washington in 1776, women actually helped out in the front lines, which is shockingly because apparently they weren't allowed to. Most of them actually cross-dressed in order to do this. Now, modern day women, actually, we have under, the Defense Department had just passed the ban that was lifted last year. This actually means that it mandates for gender diversity, which will allow women, and let me explain that. It will allow women, it's not ordering women into the land of the front lines. Now, the first thing is jobs. In this economy right now, everything's going really bad. Allowing women to actually join the front lines is actually going to create over 200,000 jobs. And 14 of those are actually in the front lines. Now, you might think it's a small number, but take into consideration that actually our Navy is made up of 16% women. Our Army is actually made up 14% women. Our Marines is made up of 16% women. And our Air Force is made up of 19% women. Now, we also have promotional purposes where women are able to achieve higher rankings due to not having achieved any combat experience. And since now they're going to be able to achieve the combat experience, this also ties in with the new jobs being opened up for them. Now, my second point is that if we compare this to other countries, for example, Israel, since 2001, they have actually been able to let women serve in the front line. We see that Israel not only achieved outstanding scores in the training, they're not doing so well, I'm gonna say, but they're all right compared to other countries. Now, we also have Canada, which allowed women to also serve in the front lines. We also have now Australia, in Afghanistan 2012, 10% of their army is actually women, and out of those 10%, 2% is actually fighting in Afghanistan. The Britons actually have they allow women to serve in the front lines, but they're not generally, they're not mixed. So we have an all-women combat unit and an all-male combat unit. And the same thing, the reason they stated was that causing mixed would be doomed to their army. I don't see how this is possible since the women have to meet the same requirements as men do. Also, this is from the Major General Howard Rumer. He says, for occupation currently close to women, the Army is planning on developing gender neutral standards to ensure all soldiers have fair access to these jobs. That means how she said, women are gonna require to do a little bit less, but these are for the jobs that are not combat. These are for the jobs that just require the combat experience. Staff Sergeant Terry Camps, who's helping actually in the Fort Stewart, said that female soldiers actually started to catch up with their male counterparts after 2 weeks of training on how to load their missiles. By the third week, they acted both male and female at the same time of about 4 minutes. And then we talked about women are prone to sickness and actually have a higher chance they're the only people that can get pregnant. But actually, women across the Army have been getting pregnant for years. This is way before combat. The units have dealt with it, and also this talks about the relationships that they're having, whether it's sexually assaulted. And this is a violation of the regulations unit. This means that the unit leader has to report this, otherwise the unit leader will get the consequence for the action. Now, there's a quick poll that actually found that Women in Combat, it's a February 2013 poll, that 75% of voters were in favor of women fighting in the front lines. And this is actually from an Army poll. That's it. Thank you.